Tennis rumor. Carlos Alcaraz defies injury scare as he gears up for mighty showdown in Rome. The Italian Open hasn't even begun, and it's already serving out headline-worthy drama. Let's start with the man in the spotlight, Italy's own Jannik Sinner. The 23-year-old is set to return to court after a 3-month doping ban. Home fans will be buzzing to see their top-ranked star back in action. But as exciting as his comeback is, what really gets tennis hearts racing is the idea of a Sinner-Alcaraz showdown. For a moment, that rematch seemed like a distant dream, thanks to Carlos Alcaraz's injury troubles. But the clouds might be clearing just in time. Carlos Alcaraz kicked off the clay season in top gear. He won the Monte Carlo Masters and followed that up with a runner-up finish in Barcelona. But things took a turn during the final stages in Barcelona. A right adductor injury forced him to pull out of the Madrid Open, leaving fans wondering if he'd miss Rome too. To make things more complicated, the Spaniard also revealed that he was dealing with a hamstring issue. He said he'd be undergoing tests to see just how serious it was. With 2 injuries on the table, Rome was suddenly up in the air. Now for the good news. The scans came back and, according to Marca, Alcaraz's adductor has healed. That's not all. He's back on the practice court in Murcia. He's slowly building up the intensity and is reportedly set to fly to Rome on Tuesday. That's just a day after celebrating his 22nd birthday with his family and friend. Carlos Alcaraz's history at the Italian Open isn't much to write home about. He only played once in 2023 and was knocked out in the 3rd round. In 2024, he had to skip the tournament due to a right forearm injury. So, he doesn't have too many memories at the Foro Italico. And he's not too stressed about it. My confidence is high. The last 2 weeks have been good for me, Alcaraz said after pulling out of Madrid. Mentally, I have the strength to play good tennis again. If I don't play before Roland Garros, I don't care. I have the confidence and I know what my level is. His arrival could be good news, since the Italian Open has already taken a hit. Novak Djokovic, a 6-time Italian Open champion, has withdrawn from the tournament. After opening round losses in Monte Carlo and Madrid, the Serbian will be seen directly at the French Open. He hasn't missed the tournament since his debut in 2007. That streak ends now. The rankings are on the line. Alexander Zverev, currently ranked number 2, is the defending champ in Rome. He's got 1,000 points to defend. If he doesn't go all the way again, and if Carlos Alcaraz manages to string together a few solid wins, the Spaniard could jump ahead in the rankings. That would be a big shift heading into Roland Garros. Why does that matter? Because if the 21-year-old is still ranked number 3, there's a good chance he and Sinner, last year's 2 Grand Slam champs, could face off in the semifinals. But if Alcaraz moves up to number 2, he might avoid Sinner until the final. That changes everything. Last year, the Spaniard reached the French Open final and beat Zverev in a 5-set thriller. A higher seed could make that path a little smoother this time around. Alcaraz's return to Rome is more than just a comeback. It could shape the rest of the clay season. And with Sinner also back in the mix, fans might get the showdown they've been waiting for. Will we see the new Big Two collide early, or is a blockbuster French Open final on the horizon?